Oh, comes back, takes out that one stalker. Will he take out that proxy pylon? No, it does not look like he's going after that pylon. But he sees all these zealots. Oh my gosh, charge lots just coming up. And oh, down come the storms. Not the best placed storms, but of course, Masq was running away at the time. So he did get a lot down to the orange and red, but not to the level that it should be. Bringing out that Kildar and Amulet as well to give those Templar enough energy to start out with. And here come those Stalkers again. Going to take out a couple more SCVs maybe before Masq realizes it. And just look at this army by Masq. Let's look at the units here. He's got 34 Marauders and 17 Marines up against 10 Stalkers, 4 Templar. Now those Templar, if they can... Oh, those rocks are down. Look at that. And it looks like Death Beam coming in. That red Death Beam coming in from Masq. And those those Stalkers decide to get out of town. But down here, WhiteRa taking on this expansion, and Masq having a couple units to come in to help defend. WhiteRa deciding to get out of there. But there's more units here on the way. Zealots coming into this other expansion. There's just a lot of happening here. And the side is storming, taking out a lot of those SCVs. Another storm, 2 storms. Oh my, 3 storms. Just taking out this massive army of, oh, 4 storms, 5 storms, 6 storms. It's just 7 storms, taking out most of Masq's units here. And just more units pouring in from Masq at this point. More storms coming down from WhiteRa to help take care of it, taking about half of that army down. But is that enough? It doesn't look like it. Looks like WhiteRa forming in some Archons and bringing in some Templar to help with this. And Masq bringing in some armor level for that to help with all this damage coming in. More Templar coming in for WhiteRa as well. And more medvacs coming in for Masq to help heal all of his ground units. Because it just looks huge macro game worth of units for Masq, just all M&M. And WhiteRa coming around down the side, going through this gold expansion, seeing if he's there. Of course he's not yet. And coming up this ramp to try and take out this expansion again. And down here, we have 3 medvacs coming in to take out this expansion as well. Just watching both here. WhiteRa taking out all the SCVs in this line, but getting hammered pretty hard. And Masq bringing down his M&M push on this. A storm coming down on that group, but that does not look like it's enough for this group to be taken out. Looks like this expansion will probably get taken out. And WhiteRa up here takes out this expansion, so it's an expansion for expansion, but oh, storms coming out on those 2 groups. Going to take this group out initially here, and looks like Masq takes out this gold expansion. It's not a fair trade-off in any respects, because losing this gold expansion is a huge loss to the economy. And Masq coming down, more storms coming down to this other expansion right outside of WhiteRa's main. And as you see up here, only thing left up here is 2 Archons, and they're going to get taken out pretty easily, I think, by this group up here. More units come in. All these Stalkers coming in, going to take out these medvacs as much as they can. Takes out 2 medvacs. 2 Marauders here, easily taken out by those Stalkers. Zealots, another Templar here. And it just looks like a push going to be coming up from Masq soon. But look at this group coming up from WhiteRa, taking out as much as he can as Masq is running away. More Zealots, more Templar are incoming. And WhiteRa not having a whole lot of money at the moment, so it's going to be hard to come in. But WhiteRa getting flanked by both sides. Storm coming down on Masq. Oh, this is just too close to call at the moment. But it looks like WhiteRa being forced to push back, spawning in more Templar. Templar is the only thing really saving WhiteRa right now. As you see, oh, look at that. 2 storms going down, not taking them down all the way, and just forming in the Archons. More Templar coming in for WhiteRa, and WhiteRa did get that gold expansion back up. We'll see if he can keep that up. And more storms coming down, but those medvacs seem to be able to heal a little bit through. Look at those dead bodies just disintegrating. More High Templar coming in, of course. And Zealots in to help support as well. Notice there's not a whole lot of air, there's no air units here except for the medvacs. And WhiteRa also building another expansion up here to help recoup some time lost by having some lost units. And WhiteRa coming up through the north. See if he's going to go for this expansion here. Doesn't look like it. He comes back down, takes out one Marine coming out to scout here, and he does see this expansion here. We'll probably see a push coming from Masq soon, especially with this many forces being built up. But WhiteRa coming around the north, finally decides to come around the north and try and take out this SCV line. But of course, Zealot's having a little bit of trouble getting through the minerals. And look at this massive M&M push coming from Masq in the background. And Storm coming down, taking some units down with it. But these medvacs here to help heal. And down here, Masq also controlling that watchtower and also having some Marines and Marauders here to help with that tower zone as well. Bringing in more units, bringing in a cannon that just got destroyed as it spawned. Oh, that's the luck right there. Attack. Oh, Psionic Storm coming down to block those guys from coming in to try and destroy that Nexus. That Nexus shield desperately getting low. Sending in the Archons to take as much damage as they can. There goes one Archon. Psionic Storm coming down on those units. Look at how many are in the red right now. That Nexus still living, not doing anything right now, and 2 pylons down. Spawning in more units. More Templars and a cannon down again. Storm coming down again. And looks like Masq bringing down a big force to go south to WhiteRa's base. And sending in more. He has enough units that he can send around to both areas. This is just incredible how much macro and micro that Masq has at the same time. Taking out that one Nexus. Probably see him go up to this other Nexus, yep. And battle up here. More Storms coming down. More units coming in from Masq all the time. And just these Archons trying to take out as much as they can with their lightning bolts of doom. And 2 units running away from WhiteRa. WhiteRa has the north right now, but doesn't look good for the south. Masq taking out that other Nexus and going down here, going into WhiteRa's main. Main is totally exposed right now, and not a lot of money incoming right now for WhiteRa. He only has this expansion up here, and he has nothing coming in from the bottom here. You see Archons coming in against those Marines and Marauders, but I don't think that's going to last. And they're just Masq taking out all of WhiteRa's warp gates right now. Nothing here to defend. Nothing at all to defend this base. And WhiteRa sending in more Zealots and more Templar up here to the north. And Masq just easily able to bring in more units to defend, especially with the small walking here. But more Psionic Storms coming down, but badly placed. Stim packing on the Marauders. And these Marauders and Marines down here just sitting around, just shooting as much as they can. Down here just taking out all these warp gates, down to 3 warp gates, 2 warp gates. I don't know what WhiteRa is going to be doing, especially when these go down. He doesn't have anything to produce then. Looks like he's building 3 gateways up here to help support. Has 2 cannons here, no cannons up the back, which is totally exposed, and Masq knowing this, coming in and taking out as much as he can here. And Psionic Storm going down. Starting to take out that Nexus. As soon as that Nexus goes down, it's probably bye-bye WhiteRa. Yep, there's the GG from WhiteRa, GG from Masq, and that's the game. Thank you for watching. Huge game here between Masq and WhiteRa. Big macro game. Masq definitely out-macroing here, being able to split up his army into 2 and take out WhiteRa very easily. So thank you. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.